Rahul here. Today we're gonna talk about the latest news for Wakfu. Yesterday they did a Ankama Live where they talked about the latest topics about Wakfu. So we're gonna go over the topics and I'm gonna give you my opinion on them. So uh, to start, we're gonna talk about um, the new community manager for the English community. It's gonna be Sai. So they talked about how if you have any questions about the game, you should contact Sai, and he or she will be able to help you out. Um, yeah, well, I think it's a good idea that they have a community manager now, because in the past, like it was hard to know like who to like contact, or we didn't really have like anyone to really like contact. We had this guy called Flat Tops, but I think he eventually like he left the company, or maybe they promoted him or something, but now we have Sai. And yeah, he or she should be able to like um if you have questions, just like send a message to Sai. So that's a good thing. And then the second topic, they talked about how they finally they're almost ready to announce the avatar contest winners. So you see how we all have our avatars for our account. Uh, if you Yeah, so basically they're gonna select the winners for the contest. Uh, and basically the theme on behind it was you were supposed to draw a monster from the game. So it could be like any monster. Like you could draw like a gobble, a let me see. Yeah, you could draw like a polter, um, like a gobble or like this, or bao meow. Uh, you could draw a peewee, or a larva, a grambo. Yeah, there's so many cool monsters in Wakfu. A crackler, a mugur. Yeah, so unfortunately, I didn't have the time to get onto drawing. So I'm just hoping everybody else drew something cool, for us to pick. So uh, if if it was me, I would probably draw a Trekney like this. Yeah, this is my favorite kind of monster in the game. Because as a Sadida, that's my I'm all about nature, so I would have probably drawn a Trekney. But yeah, so they said they got like 200 entries, so they have to like they said it took a lot of time to like go through them. So they said they're gonna announce the winners very soon. So yeah. Oh, so yeah, the talk about the class updates that they did. Like they said that it takes a lot of testing, and that they have to test like every dungeon and like every monster in the game. So it's not so. if they give you new mechanics for Hopper Mage or for Sailor or for any other classes, they don't want it to be too weak or too strong. So they said it takes a lot of time to go through the testing for that. So that's why they're very careful about changes, and they just want people to be patient when they make changes, because like for example, they said for Hopper Maze, they're still listening to the feedback. So don't feel discouraged if your favorite class is not doing well. They said they're gonna try to make every class better. So it just takes time to do that. So just keep giving your feedback in the forum, on Discord, and like on YouTube and other places. Yeah. So the third topic they talked about was AMD graphics cards. So people that have AMD graphics cards, they're having like graphical bugs uh, recently. So they said they contacted AMD so they could fix it. So just it's up to AMD now to fix it. So just give them some time for AMD to fix it. Um, for me, I'm just glad I have NVIDIA graphics card, because uh, like I almost bought a AMD graphics card, but at the end of the day, like I'm more like comfortable with NVIDIA. So I'm just glad like I didn't go for AMD, because I actually have a AMD CPU, but uh, when it comes to like GPUs, I only trust NVIDIA. So, but anyway, they said that they're gonna try to fix it. So just hold on for a little bit. Um, yeah. So I guess we're gonna go to the fifth topic. It's gonna be the single target and area mastery. So they, basically, we've gone over this before, but they said that people were kind of like, uh, uh, they don't like how everybody was using the same build, basically. Everybody was using like single target and distance, and or they were using like melee and single target. So they felt like everybody was like doing the same build, and that's not healthy for the game. So they want to remove single target and area mastery. So they say like they want people to have more builds. So removing that gives them the chance to do that. So in my opinion, like I feel like they should. If it was like up to me, I remove like I remove like every mastery and just leave the elemental undamaged. Um, just remove like every mastery and just leave the elemental mastery. So they could add more like passives that modify your play style. So like for example, like if you wanted like um a character that has like poison damage, uh, you could add a passive for that. Or if you wanted like a super healer kind of character, you could pick a passive for that. you know, I remember the days where for Wakfu, like you just level your you get like elemental on gear, and that's it. Like you don't have to worry about single target, area damage, or you just pick your elemental, and that's it. I feel like elemental damage should be the way forward, and anything else like you should put anything else on your passive, basically, because it just makes on gear easier to build around, and you don't waste a lot of like money, um, you know, worrying about like a single target and area damage, and if you want to like modify your gear, you could do that through sublimations. So it's just making the game simpler is better and healthier for the game. And then you could add something extra, with like I said, sublimations. It's just better that way. So yeah. So when I did the survey that they gave us, hold on, let me show you. They gave us like a survey here. Hold on a second. Yeah, they gave us a survey where they asked they asked us like multiple questions there. Like for example, they asked us if yeah they asked us if we prefer for the single target and area damage to be redistributed to other masteries. Like it'll be redistributed to distance or to melee masteries. So they like they wanted us to choose from that, or if we wanted uh new masteries. Like for example, like if you have more than 80% HP, you could do you could do more damage if you have that mastery. Like basically, do we want new masteries? To replace the single target and the area mastery, or do we want single target and area to be distributed to other masteries? Yeah. So like I say, if it's like up to me, I prefer just elemental mastery, and just get rid of the other ones, like just go through passives. From now on, just go through passives. Like, don't really bother with like like adding more masteries, because it just makes the game too complicated. And like I said, you could add that later, with sublimations and passives. Just the simpler you can make on the game, on the better. And just I think that that's a way forward for Wakfu, because the problem is that the people that are playing currently, they they don't think about the health of the game. They think about like the current population, but they don't think about the population that left on the game, the population that like new players, returning players. You gotta think about growing on the game, and the only way to do that is to make gear, simpler to get, and simpler to use, because like currently like people have to like decide between like single target on spells, AOE spells, and you have to worry about like melee, distance. You have to worry about berserk, healing. It's like too much and too many restrictions. You know, it's just better when when you can make an unique build. You know, that's not restricted by the gear. So, all right. So the sixth topic is about the Kama bots. They said they're gonna ramp up banning people that people that are using bots to sell Kamas, or people that are trying to like get around the conversion stone system. You know they said they're gonna track people that are selling commas for real money, like on Discord and other places. So yeah, like, if you really want to trade commas for money, you should do that through the game, because that's like the only they're basically a company. They have to you know they have to like, how you call it, like they have their own system for trading commas, uh, and if you have like people getting around that, that cuts into the game's funding. So you have see, conversion songs. You could buy this, and then you could trade this for commas in the game. And the people that get the stone, they're able to use it for, if I remember, yeah. So people that get the stone in the game, they're able to get all greens. So you trade the stone for all greens, and then you use the all greens to buy, like you could buy like a booster, or you could buy like services or other things. So it's a good system. Just you know if you really want like commas in the game, just use the conversion stone. And yeah, like like they said, they're gonna start banning more people, for getting around this. So yeah, people better get ready now, because they're gonna go after you. Yeah. So the seventh topic they talked about was uh, that they're definitely gonna release the single character server this year. So that's perfect. Like, I was kind of worried that they were gonna push it until next year. So I'm glad they're 100% behind releasing it this year. So just give them time. And oh yeah, they actually said that it's not gonna be here uh, by the summertime. They said it's probably gonna be like from like October to December. So it's gonna be like at the end of the year. Yeah. So I was hoping for the summertime, but that's too early, they said. So just give them to like maybe October, or November or December. So yeah, you know, it'll take time, but we're gonna get it. So they talked about how they talked about how for the single account on server, they really want Incarnam, to be like a easy, uh, like a very simple and easy location to get through, because in the the current incarnate is kind of, it's like too much information. It's like too much. You have to do too much in it. You have to read a lot of like dialogues, and then you have to do like a dungeon on there. So they said it's gonna be a simpler area. Like I could show you. They actually showed the new incarnate. It's gonna be like this. This is actually similar to how it looked back in the day when the game came out. It was kind of like this actually. You had your stasis clouds here, and then on the other side you have the Wakfu clouds. So it's gonna be. It looks nice. I like the colors. You don't have like you know um like too much going on. It's a simple style. You know, uh, basically they're trying to make everything simpler. Because they notice like people, when new people play the game, they spend like like 2 or 3 hours getting through Incarnate, and it kind of feels like a chore. Like people are, they get like bored, going through the tutorial, and they don't want that. They want you to like go through Incarnate quick. Not too quick, but like they want it to be so simple that you finish it. You understand the concepts of how to play the game, and then you go down to Incarnate. Um, yeah, like like because currently it takes maybe an hour or two to get through Incarnate. So they want to change that. Oh, and they actually did a contest um, during the live stream where you could get this Bao Miao, purple Bao Miao mount. And I think like two people got it. Yeah, so whenever they do an Akama live, make sure to tune in, because you might get a reward like this. So um, yeah, I actually I missed the live, but for the next one, I'll definitely be there. So the next the next topic they talked about was the interface. They want to change like the tutorial messages that you get. Hold on. Yeah, so it's gonna be more like this now. Like they're gonna have a new like interface like this, and you could actually like search topics up here. Like if you wanna know how to like if you wanna know how to use AP or MP, you're able to like search it here. Or if you wanna know about um how to get like on commas, or how to get to the to the zap, like how do you use a zap, how to use the Drago Express, or anything like that. It's gonna be, you could like search, or you could click on a topic here, and it's better than the current one. The current one is basically like a little square over here, like at the top left. But yeah, uh, and they said most people preferred this look compared to the, yeah. So they liked this design compared to like uh, this this one. Yeah, most people preferred like the blue one. Yeah, I actually like both. Um, I don't know. I kind of like the white because it's more, it has like a similar color scheme, to the game, like the gray white design. It's more similar to the rest of the game, so yeah. Yeah, so they're gonna introduce a new UI for that. So mostly for new players, so they're able to understand the game better. So that's good. All right. So at the end of the stream, they had like a little Q&A session where they talked about let me see. Somebody asked about EOP, like if they're gonna do some balancing for EOP, and um, he said that they're actually happy with EOP, like uh, he said that they're gonna wait until like the second half of the year to work on classes again, because they really want to get the incarnate right. They want to work on the early game for now, and then like at the end of the year, they'll probably go back to the classes, like rebalancing. Uh, they might do some balancing, but they're not gonna do some like revamps. They're gonna like hold off on doing revamps. Which is actually I understand why uh they're trying to spend the energy on the early game, but there are some classes that really need some revamps. Like um let's go through the classes here. Like Feka is fine. Osa is fine. They're too good. Enotrough, they're okay. They could use some balancing. Like they're actually fun to use, but they could use like balancing, like maybe the effects could be better. Like they could do some other things, so they could use some balancing. Shram, they're good. Cellular, super good. So Eka, they really need a revamp. Cause they the mechanics for their elemental spells, they're kind of not that fun. Like they have a lot of weird um spells, like elemental spells. Their the specialty spells, they're good. Like most of them, they have some use. Um, but as far as like elemental spells, like some of them are really good, but like there are too many that they're not. They're kind of like the water branch is not that fun to use, in my opinion. And and then you have like too many spells that are they're kind of like weak, or they're not that useful in most scenarios. So oh, okay. So someone asked about uh if the Ogrins that you have on your Ruby account, like if it's gonna transfer to the single character server. And they said they don't know yet. Like they're still working on. They're still like on planning how your account is gonna be handled between the current servers and the single character servers. So they can really so like if you bought if you bought like customs on your Rubilax account, they're not sure if it's gonna transfer to your single account for your single character server. So that's why I'm kind of like holding out on buying customs because you might not be able to use them in the single character server. So somebody asked about, uh, like, are they planning to work on leveling? Like, are they planning to like change the leveling system? And they said, no, they're actually fine with the leveling system. Like, they feel that it's pretty easy to get from level 1 to 100, and then they feel like from 100 to 30 it's actually pretty good. Like, it's a good curve. Like, it's not too grindy. They feel so. Yeah, they said they're fine with how people are leveling. So okay, so somebody asked about the Coliseum from Dofus, and they said that Wakfu doesn't have the population to have a Coliseum, and so they said they're gonna try something different. Like, they might try like a um, maybe like a new area in the game where people could like PvP at, like, um because like for Coliseum you have to like um it, it works when you have a big population, but for Wakfu you have to make it, so that it could work for a small population. So yeah, so they're thinking of ideas for that. So, and then somebody asked about the wiki, and they said they asked like, are you planning to add it into the game? And they said like, no, like, they said, we already have on the wiki on the website. So, so like there's no need to have it inside the game. So, they said like, for now, they're happy with the wiki they have. Yeah, I agree with them how, they already have a wiki on the website, like, and they give you like, basically, like, everything that you need to know here. You don't really need it in the game. I guess, like, people that don't have good computers, they might like to have it in the game, but like, for most people, they're fine this way. You know, everything that you need is already here. So, and then somebody asked if they have any leaks, like anything they could give us, like any extra information, and they said that when they do the Incarnate revamp, they're gonna remove Automai because he, like, he doesn't serve any purpose anymore, because he talks too much, and he makes the game complicated. So they're not gonna have Automai anymore. And they actually said, they're kind of like sick and tired of him. So no more Automai for you guys. Yeah. So that's basically the latest news for Wakfu. They said they're gonna do more Akama lives in the future. So if whenever they do that, I'll be here again. So overall, I feel like, the game is going in a good direction now. Like, uh, they're working on making the games simpler, the classes simpler. Um, they're gonna remove uh, restrictions, like, like the single target and the area masteries. They're gonna add the mono server, single character server. So they're trying to make everything easier, so that the game has a better population, and the way they make the game more challenging is by other things like sublimations, um like they could add more passives, so you could do more things, like uh because every like they're basically giving you more options through passives in the future. And when it comes to like gear, they want it to be like they don't want on the gear to dictate the way you play. Gear should only be for giving you more stats, but it shouldn't like dictate on the way you play. You know, uh, the way you play should be dictated by your class. The spells that you choose here, and then your passives. You know, that's more interesting. Than having like gear dictate everything for you. So yeah, so that's the way forward. And I know a lot of people, they used a lot of uncamas, you know, around their gear, but that's more like on you than anything. Like uh they're actually they're not gonna take your gear away. They're just gonna change the way that they work, and then you have to adapt. There's nothing wrong with adapting to something new. So just try to understand that games change. It's better when the game is trying to improve. So let's go with the flow. And yeah, so if you guys liked on the video, thumbs up, subscribe. You can follow my Twitch account. Uh, it's gonna be, so just type Raheru1 there. So yeah, just check my channel. I'm gonna stream here more. Uh, so yeah, so just follow me here. Cause I'm gonna play more Wakfu and more Final Fantasy. So yeah, follow me here. I'll see you guys in the next one.